Hello and welcome back to Bricking It, and today we're going to be looking at another one of my hidden scenes. A scene in fact so tall that I can't even fit it all in shot. This breaks down like this, and this is a Black Lake modification. So let's have a look. So we're going to start off below the water, because that's where all the action of the task is taking place. And as you can see, there's a lot more characters than come in the original Black Lake set. The first thing we're going to look at though is the backdrop. So we've got book covers on the back, Durmstrangy sort of colours, Beauxbaton sort of colours, and Hogwarts colours. And this is just going to sit on a bookshelf like this, so that when we are displaying other sets and films, it just blends into our books on their Hogwarts Moments shelf. But on the front side, we can take a look at all of these minifigs right now. So the first pair we're going to look at is Crum and Hermione. Crum is exactly as he comes in the set, completely unmodified, because why would you want to change anything? He's great. Hermione pretty much the same as well, except I have changed her hair for this updo rather than her big hair, just because it's a bit easier to get her arm to stay up. They are simply joined together with one of these pins that are often used as inkwells or quill holders, and that just allows us to attach their hands together for that swim to the surface. Crum made just like in the films. So that's our first pair, Crum and Hermione. So our next character is going to be Fleur Delacour. So here she is. Now this is a complete mock, top to bottom. Everything's pretty much from scratch on Fleur. So we've got our Grindylows, that does come as part of the set, and such a great little piece. The temptation is to get multiple more of these and have a swarm of Grindylows all around her. We're going to wait and see what the secondary market does for the price of these. I'm sure it's going to stay high, just as it did with the Cornish Pixies when they first came out. But anyway, that's our Grindylows. So Fleur herself. So she's made up of all sorts of bits. We've got a Fleur face in there, which is a face she shares, or one of the versions of her face she shares with Hannah Abbott. And to represent her bubblehead charm, we've got one of these two-sided hemisphere pieces. So I was going to originally use the sort of Mysterio helmet type head for the bubblehead charm, and I've seen other people use like Ninjago face scarves just for that more movie look. But I wanted a full bubble head, and where did I see it? Blockwarts, the Blockwarts blog, their Black Lake mock, they were using these, and I didn't even know these existed. And I got on Bricklink and found they were pretty pricey. I was originally going to have one for Cedric and one for Fleur, but that soon changed when I saw the price of them. But I managed to secure one. The only problem is they are quite close fitting, so Fleur's normal hairpiece doesn't fit. And at the moment, she's wearing Malfoy's hair, but that may change, because this hairpiece here, which I'm reliably informed by people with more hair than me is called a French pleat, actually fits under that hemisphere and works perfectly. And we actually get that nice swept fringe that Fleur usually has, and she actually looks slightly more like her character when she's wearing this. Only problem, of course, is it's only in reddish brown, and I've yet to discover if it's in blonde. I really must do a proper check on Bricklink. But Fleur's usual hairpiece with the ponytail just hangs down a little too low to work under the hemisphere. So for now, she's wearing Malfoy hair. gives that suggestion of a ponytail and some swept back hair. So her body's plain grey, her hips plain grey, legs and arms plain light nougat. The legs were actually taken from a Back to the Tank Luke figure, and I've removed the printing from the legs. So there's just a tiny bit grubby. Got a little ghost of a belt on there. I need to have another go with a slightly firmer eraser just to get those off, get that 100% clean. But at a viewing distance, it looks fairly good. So we have Fleur fighting her Grindylow, explaining why she's not rescued Gabrielle. And she will usually live just on the side of the build here. We've got a transparent... Oh, that's backwards. What have I done here? No, I was right the first time. There we go. She's going to live just on that brick there. She sort of hangs out of the side of the frame of the piece. And then Crum and Hermione on their flying stand will fit. Oh, come on, plug in. They do have nice firm clutches on here, just there, as Crum makes his way to the surface. Harry is completely as standard as he comes in the Black Lake set, working on Ron's chain, also exactly as he comes in the set. But our most notable change is Gabrielle Delacour. So this is the official Gabrielle face from her official figure, which is actually serving in another mock for me. Her hair is one, I think, that was used by Hannah Abbott before, but I pricked it up off Bricklink. Lord Voldemort donated a torso and some short green legs. And then I've got this cape here. Oh, she's woken up. Which is a custom red version provided by Capes for Minifigs of the Storm X-Men cape. And I wanted to put her in this just because I've got to do a little folding now, get it all back. In the movie, Gabrielle rather, is wearing quite the elaborate outfit with long sort of medieval style sleeves. You can see it's quite an unusual outfit, and I don't think we ever see her wearing it anywhere else, but it looks like the kind of dressing gown she may have put on over her acrobat's costume from the Beauxbatons original entrance. So we've just put her on her chain there, and of course we've got our Mer person just exactly as she comes, and we've just mounted her on one of these clear podiums. There we go, Crum. Now I had thought possibly of changing Crum's legs to go bare, just like Fleur's, but I think I'll keep him as standard. But that means I do have another pair of those like nougat legs, so it may be a project for the future. Right, let's move up above the waterline now. So here we are on the upper level, and I've actually made some structural changes to the design of the Black Lake set. So we've got rid of that small tilting platform that I believe was only like 6 bricks wide. Moved these supporting legs here right to the very edge. Extended this platform and made it more solid. That's supported underneath with some black inverted slopes. Extended it right out of the side of the build as well, just so we've got somewhere for Fred and George to hang out. Oh, that's not aligned properly. There we go. Up on the platform we see Cedric. Now again, Cedric's another second task minifig that we don't have in real life, so I've had to cobble together one for myself. So this is the third task Cedric top, just with the arms removed, and again light nougat arms placed on there. His legs come from a swimsuit Batman. Again, I've just removed the bat symbol just from the bottom of the leg there for the plain black shorts. Cho has come over from the new house banner. She's in fact on the body that Luna was using, which is why she was missing from my previous review video of those sets. And Cho's hands, again, come from the house banner set, so did her face. And I had so many extra Cho's because I bought 5 to build my Ravenclaw Quidditch team, again with official minifigs this time. So plenty of Cho's to use there. Benefit of Cedric finishing first, that he doesn't need his bubblehead charm, so he can stay nice and dry up on the lower platform. In there we've got random Hogwarts student, random Durmstrang, part of the support teams just waiting for their contestants to come back. In the movie, the Hogwarts support team have these really nice black sweatshirts with a big Hogwarts crest on the front. I was thinking of possibly trying to recreate something along those lines. It's just finding the right sticker, because I'm not going to find a printed piece that works there. And then of course we've got Mad Eye Moody keeping an eye on things. Let's pop Cedric back in there. That's our lower platform. Obviously we've got the Weasley twins hanging off the side. I had not fully realised that these were the exact outfits they wore during that during the first and second task. I believe you see them in these outfits, but I thought it was a good opportunity to display all of these minis. And really these dioramas are for displaying minifigs as much as anything else, as you'll see when I show you various others over the coming weeks. They really are all about displaying the minifigs. Let's move up to the top tier of our platform now. So here we are on the uppermost judges platform, and it really is Mock City up here. I don't think there's a single standard minifig amongst a lot of them. Let's start at the back. First of all, we've got Madame Maxine. Now, her skirt is currently cobbled together from whatever black bits I had lying about. And I do, as ever, have one on order. So I've got a black 1x3 slope, or sorry, 2x2x3 slope on the way. Her jacket, which fairly faithfully represents her outfit both in the first and second tasks, came from a Pepper Potts minifig, and then the face and hair is standard for Madame Maxine. So that's our first judge. Our second judge, Igor Karkaroff. So you may recognise his coat. I believe that was from a one of the CMFs, Mad Scientist. I'm sure I'll dig it out and you'll be looking at a picture right now showing you whose coat that is. I thought it was perfect for his white coat. And he's got his original hat from the very early version of Karkaroff, but I did not like the head, so I had to find, oh, focus, there we go, had to find myself a head with a goatee. Could do with a bit more goatee than that, really, make a bit more of a feature of it. But it is a nice double-sided head, so we've got a nice smirk. We get that lovely grey goatee, so I think that's a really good head choice for Karkaroff. So that's our second head and judge. Let's finish off with the head teachers and go for Dumbledore. So I believe this minifig first came with the old Horntail set, obviously representing the first task, but I just changed the beard for that tied up one, just because it worked a little better and felt a bit more accurate to the character. It's a really nice bit of printing on that torso. It is a shame to cover it up with a big beard, because a really nice torso in this sand blue. Got some lovely printing on the black. There we go. And that's Dumbledore. Before we move on to the men from the Ministry, hiding behind this massive piece of parchment, I have my mock Rita Skeeter. So if you've seen the short featuring this minifig, you'll see I've changed the top. She's had a donation from Shaggy from Scooby-Doo. Got her skirt there, another one provided by Capes for Minifigs. do like their products. Got a quick quotes quill and a bit of parchment even waiting to drop down the head. Now this is a fully mock figure. As you can see, Jenny's legs sticking out from below that skirt, and I'll be able to replace this fairly soon when their new character encyclopedia comes out, featuring a Rita Skeeter minifig. I believe her face is Bernadette from The Big Bang Theory, I think, and of course the Hollywood starlet hair. But she, for now, gives a passable Rita Skeeter, even though this is not the outfit she was wearing at the task. Right, let's look at our ministry officials. So first up, we have Barty Crouch Senior. So this is made from all sorts of pieces. We have the body of a Muppet, Statler or Waldorf, I have no idea which one's which. He's had his arms changed for grey to match the overcoat, which is a graduate robe style piece, again from Capes for Minifigs. J. Jonah Jameson head. Just get that moustache. Fortunately it is double-sided, so we'll only look at him from this one way. Wanted to find a Homburg hat, but they don't seem to do one in Lego, so he's got a bowler just like Crouch. That's Barty Senior. Really like the suit. Good thing about it coming from a CMF is you get just a couple of bits of extra printed details. So we got the shoes on there. It doesn't look like he's wearing a romper suit, which some minifigs can suffer from. Anyway, enough of this. On to the last. So our final custom figure is a character you would not be familiar with unless you've read the books, because he doesn't feature in the films at all. And this is Ludo Bagman, the head of the Department of Magical Games and Sports, an ex-Quidditch player who used to play for the Wimborne Wasps and used to like reliving his glory days by wearing his old Quidditch robes around wherever he went. Also an ex-England player. So his body is from Bumblebee Girl from the collectible miniature series. Just added some robes over the top. Again, guess where from? Yes, it's Capes for Minifigs again. Currently he's got a Cedric Diggory head, just because as I've been rebuilding my Ravenclaws with Cho figures, I've also been hunting down a few more Cedrics to make my Hufflepuff all official minifigs. And then he's got this slightly receding blonde hairdo, which is perfectly on character for Ludo. So there is the last of our judges. So there we go. That's my mocked and modified version of the Black Lake set. It's the first of 3 mocks I'm making to represent each of the 3 tasks of the Tri-Wizard tournament. And if you've liked this video, please do leave us a like. It really does help get more eyes onto these videos. Share as much as you can. And if this is your first time, then please subscribe to Bricking It. Bye-bye.